Mogę to oglądać stąd? Ciebie?
Co?
Mogę sobie u Ciebie oglądać?
Musisz ciszeć.
Ty jestem wyciszony.
Już nagrywam. Okej, możesz. Okej, we on.
Okay, great.
Hi, Vitali.
Hi, bro. Hi, Mead brothers. How you doing?
Flip and flop. Just quick explanation. We start early because Vitali have to go. Of course, he has his own business to do, and we need to start early. But even if Vitali will disappear, we still gonna keep going with the live. So stay with us. Before we start, Vitali, I got good news because during of this live, we try raise money by eBay, and you can find the link below the video. And we put on eBay one of your rhubarb sparkling mead, which is we also have here. And at the moment, your rhubarb sparkling mead all money will go to your fundraising. It's cost 84 pounds for one bottle.
Great.
Don't get used to it, right? You cannot overcharge people that money for it.
So it's good news because we haven't even official start and people already put 84. So that's good news. Hopefully we're gonna bring more news later on, and that bottle gonna be most expensive bottle you ever sold.
Really. Thank you, guys. You're very...
Well, with pleasure. With pleasure. Unfortunately, we meet in not very good circumstances. And tell us more about what's your situation, your business situation. We know it's not very happy story with that, but we want to know from you what's happened. Are you saved?
Yeah, I'm saved. I and my family, everyone's saved, and my workers saved, and I am happy to know this. But our business, our cider meadery calling Berryland, situated in the Bucha district of Kiev region of Ukraine, today it's totally destroyed. Because after the Russia entering to Ukraine, and after a lot of terrible things, our meadery have been totally destroyed of the Russia forces, and our bees and our yards and our berries and our plant and collection of the cider and meat and all bottle totally destroyed. Sorry for this.
Yeah. We don't have nothing to sorry. We sorry for you, my friend. Tell me about. Is anyone was in the meadery when that attack happened? Did you expect it's gonna be happen?
Because it's very difficult understood right situation what's happening. Because telephone don't work in that area, and in the district now. This district have military activity now, and a lot of people go away, and someone from second hand and after second hand explain something and give some picture, because it's not safely going to the place and check for some self or check for everything some self, because very big problem if we will meet some Russia in the village. I don't know what will be happening. It's really because a lot of Russia activity will be in our village, call it Makarivska Buda, and another village, call it Zabuyanya, just maybe 7 kilometers near. A lot of civil building destroyed, and Russia bombed by airplane and by some military gang began, and it's not safely to check what's happening. Sorry.
Okay, so we understand the whole area is in Russia control at the moment.
I don't know. I don't know
You don't know.
because for everyday situation changed, and I don't have any connection at the moment for the nobody don't stay in that village at the moment. A lot of people go away, and just military activity in this.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's happening really, but for this moment, maybe tomorrow I will know, but now I don't know what's happening.
Right. This attack on your meadery, that was kind of thing what you expect, or why they actually done it? It wasn't any military base or even building. What was the reason?
Nothing military activity, because we totally civil enterprises, and we make beverages and make some fruit things, but we don't have any gun and any military machine. I don't know what's happening, but for anyway, sometime. But not some time. A lot of time, Russia forces is so stupid and destroyed a lot of civil building and people, private people building, and like civil shops and some warehouse. And I don't know. Maybe Russia thinking this is a warehouse of food, because I think Russia forces I would like to make like a humanitarian catastrophe and destroyed a lot of warehouse with food around of Kiev, and some supermarkets and some business who selling food in near the Kiev have destroyed warehouse at the moment. I think for this way Russia would like make a humanitarian catastrophe in the Kiev, and for this drug business, they don't understood food and food, beverages and beverages. They don't understand meadery or maybe milk factory, just some food factory. And for this way, they would like to destroy us.
And if they probably know what kind of product you sell, they will probably come in and start drinking.
Yeah, it's real. I don't know. I don't know what the head of Russia forces. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know any reason. I don't know. I don't know any reason. A lot of village house, civil house, like a private civil house, destroyed in our era. A lot, and people go away, and terrible things happen. And I don't know why Russia forces destroyed civil building. It's a criminal. It's absolutely criminal.
Exactly. It's only one word for that, the criminals, and they definitely gonna have to take responsibility of what they done up there.
Yeah. For this way, I would like to say Russia is a criminal country, and Russia is a criminal people. Sorry for this.
No, it's nothing to sorry. That's the fact at the moment. So hopefully that war gonna be end soon. How you see future for Ukraine? Because what you just said, that's not very optimistic things what's
No.
going to happen there.
Usually, I'm very happy for Ukraine. It's living now. It's live now, and Ukraine show for everyone in the world Ukrainian position. And I hope, I know, I trust Ukrainian will be independent and free country, democratic country, not like a murder country like Russia. We are European people. We are live in Europe. We are democratic people. We like a good food and like a good beverages. I hope that will be in future and for all time.
We know that for you personal and for your business, terrible things happen, and you actually lost everything. What
Yes.
about other businesses like other meaderies, beekeepers? Ukraine was one of the biggest supplier of honey in Europe.
Yeah.
How you see future for that industry?
In the first, I see price of the honey will go up because a lot of people in Ukraine don't start make the keeping season because it's not safely, and some people in south part of Ukraine in steppe area now occupied of Russia forces like in Kherson district or Melitopol district and some salt, but I hope that Ukrainian land will be free soon, very soon. But bees cannot wait. Bees need make bees activity, and for the moment. It will be complicated, and a lot of big keeper, a lot of Ukrainian men have military activity for the moment too, and cannot managing his apiculture, and it's really a big problem too. And I hope our honey and meadery activity and honey business in Ukraine not destroyed, but have a very, very big problem because season broken. Sorry, but it's true.
Yeah, absolutely, Vitali. Yeah, you're right. It's what will happen in the whole country. Obviously, not just the beekeeping, but the whole country is absolutely tragic. And I mean, Ukraine's gonna suffer for the years to come. To rebuild the country. But obviously, we hope for the best, and I hope people like yourself will be able to rebuild the country, rebuild the business, and just come out stronger out of it.
Thank you for these good things and good.
We all try help. I know European Meat Makers Association raised some money to help you and actually recover after that tragedy. We also just remind to our subscribers, we also today we get auction on eBay when we sell one of your meats, Berryland rhubarb, one of my favorite.
Yes. Thank you.
And all money which is we're gonna raise on that auction will go to support fundraising for recover your meadery. Good news is that bottle already on eBay cost £84 after 9 bids. So 9 people, possible 9 people actually bid on that auction.
Bravo.
I believe it's the one of the most expensive bottle of Berryland ever. Thank you all, guys.
Really,
don't stop it.
No.
We raise money for Vitali.
Yeah,
Thank you very
Vitali,
much.
do you wanna tell a few words about this particular meat? Try to advertise it a little bit.
Yeah, this is a meat. Have two medals, and first medal in 2019 in Milton Cap, oh, this is another one, is apricot.
I got that one as well. That's the
It's double
rhubarb.
one. Yes, double one. And Mendes Cap, Mendes Cap gold medal, and Mendes Cap gold medal. And we had a lot of awards, a lot of medal, diplomas, and I'm really hope we will restarting our activity in future. I hope Ukraine very quickly have a victory in this terrible conflict, and we renew and restarting our project, our business, and usually we like to show for everyone in the world, Ukraine is a great meat country.
We all meat makers in Europe try help you, but how people in Western world can help to Ukraine people? What's the best way, in your opinion, to do it? That
I think some. I am. And first, I would like say. I would say big thank you for a lot of people who I know for helping and for supporting for all Ukrainian people, and I think better if everyone make supporting in his professional activity, like for example who make for example booking.com make some fees for Ukrainian people, like a bonus for the like a discount, sorry, for the rent of the room, like make a special service, and some people protect in the hospital, some Ukrainian, some people hosting, but it's absolutely same way, because a lot of people don't have normal life. A lot of people have a problem, and usually we must have open heart and help, and thinking what we to do in situation, in the concrete situation. For anyway, I think I see a lot of people. I see a lot of Polish people, Lithuanian people, and Germany people. For anyway, who help a lot of to help for a lot of Ukrainian for some different part
ways
of the life. Yes, absolutely.
I know it's difficult to say at the moment. I'm real sorry for what's happened, but do you get any plans, or is too early to set anything at the moment? Like plans about how to come back to business?
Oh yes, absolutely. It's little bit forward to make a plan, because a military activity in Ukraine is not stopped, and it's not possible to restarting this now. And but I hope I represent my idea in some future. I will be happy to do this.
A little bit with are you? Oh yeah, we lost you, but we heard everything. So hopefully everything go well. I'm real sorry to hear what's happened, but I'm also so happy that you and your family are safe. That's great. From ours too, and I believe I'm gonna talk for the whole meat community in the world. we're gonna try help you as much we can, and I believe everyone else will help Ukraine, because we know that war is not what we want to see, and it's criminal invasion.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's really criminal invasion.
Yeah. Vitali, just let me tell a few words, because it's just 8 o'clock now in UK, and more people are start coming in. So obviously we've got some people from across the ocean, you know, from America. Everybody's obviously saying their greetings, and they're happy to see you. You know, be well. Just a couple of words to you guys. We have to start a bit early because Vitali got some commitments. We'll have to leave us earlier, so you can obviously watch, you know, the recording after we finish. Apologies, obviously, for that. It was really, you know, the last minute call.
But we totally understand that situation. Just to people who just joined to our live, if you put on eBay that rhubarb sparkling mead, we got charity auction for Vitali, and we sell 1 bottle of rhubarb Berryland mead. And thank you guys for all offer. And at the moment, the price for that bottle is £92. So, guys, all money go to the help Vitali to rise business again. So, thank you. Is anything else what you would like to say to us, Vitali?
I would like said about good things in the world. Will be much. Oh, sorry, my English go away. Sorry.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yes, I mean, I trust for everything will be good, and we have a victory in this war. And anyway, we are restarting for everything. I hope for this. And I think for good things in the world must totally dominated in the world. And I don't like a war. I like a peace. I hope it's the last war in the world. I hope for this.
We hope so too. We all love peace, and well, maybe not all. Definitely, Putin don't like the peace, but he's a piece of shit.
Sorry, fuck off, Jim.
Yeah, from all of us. It was real pleasure talk to you, but it was also probably the most hardest interview I ever had. I repeat that again. I'm glad you saved.
Thank you very
much. I hope
much.
so. You come back to business, and Ukraine will come back to the normal life, and soon we all gonna meet in your meadery in Ukraine and drink great mead.
I waiting you guys to my meadery in Ukraine.
You know, true is you invite us so many times.
Yes,
and we haven't used that, and it's even more painful now. I'm real sorry we never managed to get to you. No, but I really hope will happen in the future.
We will have a great future. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Thank you, Vitali, for your time. I know you have to go. Stay safe, and best wishes for you, and Slava Ukraina.
Героям слава. Слава Україні.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's hard, isn't it?
It is hard. Guys, just to remind you, under video and you get link to our eBay auction, or you can just put rhubarb sparkling mead on eBay if you would like support our charity for Vitali. We sell that great rhubarb mead. We should open actually.
No, we can't open this one.
No, it's not. No, I got another one.
I got another one.
No,
Yeah,
that's
let's
for
open it.
so we got this amazing mead. Probably one of the last bottles in Europe because, well, Berryland doesn't produce that anymore, and no one really know when that's gonna be when they come back to production.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's good.
just have a look on eBay, and if you can help, just put some bids and let's that auction rise. It's not our last guest for today. We got another great mead maker on the line. I'm gonna try connect with him soon. Some of you might know him. Hello,
Hello?
Yuri.
Yeah. Could you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
you
you.
very well.
Yeah,
We hear
sorry,
you
it is
very well.
not. Yeah, not a lot of light here because we have to hide, so to say.
Tell us where you exactly now, and are you
I'm in
safe? Are your
Ukraine.
family safe?
Yeah, I'm in Ukraine, Lviv area, and yeah, it is pretty safe here. There were some rocket strikes, but as far as I know, no civilians were injured as of now.
Well, that's a good one of the good news actually.
Yeah, and my daughter is in Warsaw, so.
Okay, so
So
you
she's
managed
definitely
to
safe.
get your your child to safety.
That's
great.
one of good news with that all bad situation. Lviv is on a western borders of Ukraine. Yes.
Yeah, it's close to Poland.
Yes.
I think it's like, well, 50 kilometers or so.
So it's
to the
probably more safe
border.
area than Kiev and Kharkiv, I believe.
Yeah.
How is life that up there at the moment?
Well, a bit strange. I mean, you know, there are kind of dry law in Lviv, so you are unable to buy any alcohol, including mead and beer. However, Lviv district, not the Lviv city, but the Lviv district, does not have such a dry law. So you could go to the mall that is next to the city, very close to the city, and buy alcohol there. So.
But I believe the alcohol is not the main product. What you looking at that situation?
You are right. You are right. But well, we are trying to work here, as my main allocation is IT, and trying to get money to help our army. And
Yuri,
yeah,
obviously in the last year, well, last time we saw, that wasn't you last year, it was probably 2019 where we saw each other. You were obviously still like a homemade maker. You did move since then. You opened your Silver Spoon. Obviously, in this climate now, in this situation, you cannot produce. But do you want to just tell us a few words about it?
Yeah, actually, it was kind of contract meadery, so I don't have my own meadery, and all the meat I've produced was on some other, mostly breweries. It was a lot of breweries in Kharkiv area. Zen, which is now Nezalezhnyst, and 10 Man. Unfortunately, it seems like 10 Man brewery is lost. It was in Volchansk area, which is captured by Russia. And we're not sure that anything is still there. Zen brewery is in Kharkiv, and it seems that at least the building of the brewery is still okay. Of course, they are not working right now.
That's terrible news. Whole that word is terrible news. Tell us, how you actually help with that fight with army, because you on a kind of I would say safer area where probably you don't see much Russian troops. But if I'm wrong, just tell us now.
Yeah, I was in Lviv even before the 24th of February, so I haven't seen any Russian troops. But I have my brother. He came here from Kharkiv, and he was like spending 6 days in a row hiding from shelling. Because it was very big shelling at the Kharkiv area at that district that he was at. So it is not a good situation. What I'm doing here, I'm donating money mostly to volunteers, donating money to Ukrainian army directly. And also, along with other brewers in Ukraine, we are buying the drones, some drones for Ukrainian army. And I've promised that after our victory, I will brew a big party, a big amount of mead, the one that got the gold medal last time.
Avocado salad.
Avocado salad, yeah. And I will bring a bottle to everyone who give me some money for those drones. And
okay,
yeah,
good. That's good you mentioned how we can support you and also the Ukraine army. What's the best way to do it? And also, in a final, get that great meat too.
you may send me whatever money, I mean, from like 1 zloty to whatever amount of money you can afford to my PayPal.
Which is?
Yuri at silvestrov.com. Let me put it into the chat.
Yeah, if you put in the chat, I'm gonna put here this one.
Yeah, and just let me know what are your contacts. You may drop an email to the same email, actually, because it's my email. So I would know whom to send the bottle after our victory.
I believe that victory will come very soon. Your army do it well. All Ukrainians do it amazing. We just show your email. So guys, if you would like support Ukraine army, Yuri know exactly where the money is needed. Every penny, every zloty, every euro is count, and I'm sure Yuri give you bottle of the great mead after all. But it's not about mead. Mead is extra bonus, but if you can help Ukraine that way. I also would like mention about our auction on the eBay when we try support Vitali Berryland. At the moment, that bottle rhubarb mead on that charity auction cost £205. So thank you guys, you are amazing. Yuri, back to you. Tell us more about how actually life is in Lviv. Do you actually can go anywhere? How it looks your day?
Well, I'm mostly work was exactly the same before the war. So the life here in Lviv is pretty much close to what it was before the war. Yeah, sometimes we have this airstrikes notification, a very loud sound, and we need to go to a safe place. Sometimes we do, sometimes we not, but this is not the right way to deal with those notifications. A lot of at the very first day of the war, a lot of shops were closed, a lot of cafes were closed, and now it comes back to normal. I think the only cafes that are closed are McDonald's. For some reason, all McDonald's in Ukraine are closed. But most of the Lviv cafes are open now, are working. Most of the shops are working. So
is no problem with food and other very important suppliers?
No problem. Yeah, here in Lviv, it is no problem. And what I have heard, even in Kharkiv, it comes more back to normal. A lot of supermarkets are open and food is available too.
I spoke with Larisa. She is in Kharkiv. One of our friends. Unfortunately, she will not be able to join us today, but she said yes, Kharkiv come back to the normality. They cleaning town. They was able to go to the flats today, so that's optimistic news. How is contact with family? I know it must be very difficult time now. Do you manage to contact with your family regularly?
Yeah, my parents and mother of my wife are still in Kharkiv, and we call each other every day, or like more than once, and that's it. Internet is working, mobile network is working. So yeah, I can't say that Kharkiv is safe, but at least you could be alive there, something like this.
Yeah, I always said it's not great news, but it's definitely something a little bit positive of such a bad situation.
Yeah.
Yuri, obviously, you and Alex, you're supposed to come to Warsaw for conference for Mead Madness Camp. You had to cancel, which is understandable. But I just want to make sure that you know that you were missed. Obviously, the whole community, were behind you. Everybody were talking about you. And when I was on stage and I was about to award you that medal, right? It was such a emotional reaction from the crowd. I hope you managed to see it, but I just wanted to share that with you because obviously we didn't have a chance, to speak. It was really great.
Yeah,
we all
thank
miss you guys.
Yeah, and I hope that we will meet next year in person.
Definitely, and hopefully Russians gonna be where they're supposed to be, and Ukraine gonna be free again. You are free. You do an amazing job, and whole Europe it is behind you. Of course, it's probably not enough what we do, but we do it as much as is possible. People
And
do it
thank
as
you.
much as possible.
Yes, thank you guys. I really appreciate it, and I think all the Ukraine is appreciating what Poland is doing, does, and did. So it's really much more help that we think we will get.
Things
Actually,
what need be done. So I'm glad to see you today. I'm glad to hear you saved, and I really hope that's gonna be over soon and we can meet in person. Since we
yeah.
finish, I'm pay on your PayPal, which as you guys can see now. If you would like send some money to Yuri, and he will send that money to the right direction to support the Ukraine army. And if you just join us, Yuri promised a bottle of his great mead to every person who sent any money. Of course, like I said before, meat is not in this circumstances most important thing. It's helping, but if you can help and in the future drink meat, maybe drink meat with Yuri, it will be great. So guys, if you can help, support Ukraine and Yuri.
Please do.
Thank you for your time, my friend. Is anything else what you like to say to people who watching us?
Well, that's pretty much it. Again, thank you for meeting with me, and thank you for all help that you are doing for Ukraine. I do know that you are, and yeah, hope for our victory.
Thank you. Slava Ukraini.
Героям слава.
Guys, we're not finished yet. We still expect one guest. Alex Sadov is still not connect with us. I'm gonna try send him message. Maybe you can send something. Same time you can send something about that meat, Chris. So guys, as you see, it's not easy. I feel sorry for whole Ukraine, for my friends, your friends, for all meat makers. And the thing, I gonna remind that all the time because you guys do a great job, and obviously I didn't expect even that. But under this video, you're gonna find a link to our charity auction, where we send one of the Berryland mead. It's the rhubarb sparkling mead. Probably one of the last bottle in Europe. It's still a few left, but that one is special for charity. All money going to support Vitali and his recover after he's lost his meadery. I'm gonna show you, if you haven't seen, I show you pictures how his meadery looks now. And guys, that bottle at the moment costs £205. Is amazing, but this auction gonna be open for another 5 days, so even when we finish that live, or you're gonna watch that live later on, you still can support and still go to that auction to raise money for Vitali. We don't have Alex yet, but I also try. One second, sorry guys. I would like spoke with Gert, who on the fundraising for Vitali. Gert, if you're there. Try connect with us. Napisz do Gerta, proszę. Napisz z linkiem. So
Yeah,
no,
he's there.
ale musimy sobie link. So in our glass is that mead what we also put on the auction. Great rhubarb mead, one of my favorites from Berryland. 75% of alcohol, white flowers, honey, and rhubarb juice, and balance between sweetness and sourness from rhubarb is really good. It's refreshing, crispy. It's one of the best session meat I ever drink. Rhubarb is very gentle, delicate on the back, but definitely recognizable. So we also have, I don't know, we're gonna be able to try, but we bought that apricot, 2 gold medals, one on Mazer, one on Mead Madness Cup. All meats are available on emead.shop. What do you? So yeah, and they shipping all over the Europe. 30% of each bottle what they sell, it's gonna go again to the fundraising for Vitali Berryland. I tried. Okay. So guys, if you,
I would just say to Gerd, I know he's watching because I've seen the blacksmith's comments. I've sent you a message to your messenger, the personal one with the link. So
you can see a link now. A meat shop, the largest meat shop in Europe, is kind of available in English. It's not fully set yet, but it's getting there.
it's getting there, yeah.
And all Berryland meats are available there, and 30% of each bottle is going to fundraising for Vitali.
So it looks like Gerd is on it. So we're just literally waiting for him to
Okay.
pop up on our little.
Gerd will tell you more about Berryland. And again, if you would like support our auction for Berryland on eBay, you can put Robur Sparkling Mead on eBay, or just click to the link below our video and should directly you to the eBay where we sell that meat.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's a slightly different live stream than we kind of get used to. It's not as cheerful I would like to, but that's the reality at the minute. So it's as Matti said, it was actually quite difficult to interview Vitali. It's just I'm very emotional.
It is real hard. We got some problems here. No, it's real hard chat with all our friends, mead makers, chat with Ukraine. But like I said today many times, they do an amazing job, and you guys do an amazing job too to support Ukraine. Hopefully that live will bring something positive toward to support Ukraine. We just spoke with Vitali, we spoke with Yuri. If you would like to send some money to PayPal of Yuri, you can see link now, and he will send that money to the right direction to support Ukraine army.
We've got a suggestion here from Guilherme. It says that we should start planning the next conference in Ukraine.
I'm not said no.
I don't think it's going to be a next one, but perhaps perhaps one after that or in the future.
It's actually a great idea, Guilherme. And definitely when Ukraine come back to normality, it's something what we will think about.
Yeah. There might be some logistical issues, especially if we want to do the competition over there. But we got a few years to plan, so
yeah. Like I said, it's nothing what we not said no. It's a great idea, but we have to look to the details. However, Gert, where you are? We waiting for you.
He says on it 10 minutes ago.
I still.
And I haven't heard anything from Alex either. I've sent him direct message, but it's just I get an instruction page.
The situation up there could be difficult. We're supposed to talk with Larissa today. Maybe of you know her. She was working for the honey supplier, Nectarica. At the moment, she's in Kharkiv, and she just sent some pictures, which as you can see now.
Oh, get 2 seconds. Let's send it wrong.
It's what she said. It's lots of buildings destroyed, but today wasn't too bad. She was able to go to her flat, and she take a few pictures, which is I just show you. So even on the eastern border of Ukraine, seems like looks better, and hopefully Russia losing this war and will go away soon.
We should get now shortly.
Okay. Just wait for the Gert. There he is. Stream.
Hey guys. That's better.
Hello, Gert.
Hi, how you doing?
Stream.
Hey guys.
We not hear you. Hello, Gert.
Mic is muted.
Yeah. Hang on.
We not hear you.
Okay, this should be
yeah.
better.
We got you.
Yeah, my YouTube was still on. And
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Sad things in Ukraine. The good thing is, since I posted the updates for the fundraiser yesterday, we're up a few €100. We're nearing €2,000 now. So that's very nice, I think. Oh.
Hello?
Yeah, hi guys. Can you hear
sorry,
me?
it was something on our side. You don't have anything about that.
No problem.
So I'm sure our viewers heard what you said, but unfortunately we haven't heard you. If you could repeat, sorry for that.
What I said is, since I posted the update for the Vitali fundraiser yesterday, we got some extra funds in, and we're nearing 2,000 euros.
2,000 euros, and you can add 205 pounds because that's how much bottle what we sell on eBay to raise the money for Vitali too. And since the auction will finish in 5 days, the money will be sent to that fundraising. Tell me, what's the EMMA, European Mead Makers Association, plans, idea to help Vitali, help Ukraine mead makers? I know you do it something more than just raise money for Vitali.
Well, we let me start with the fundraiser for Berryland, because that's the one tangible thing we have now. That got started as a kind of a crazy idea between the meaderies of the Low Countries. But there was a lot of interest from other meaderies internationally. So we brought it up on the last EMMA board meeting. We talked about it in depth. And well, since today you guys had your podcast, tomorrow I have another meeting. But on Friday, we will have a meeting with all interested meaderies, home mead makers, whoever wants to join us is more than welcome. At 2000 hours Brussels time, so 8 o'clock Brussels time. I think that's 7 o'clock for you guys.
How they can connect with that meeting?
Well, I posted the Zoom link in the European Mead Makers group. I think I posted it in the Mead News group as well. If not, I'm going to have to recheck that, because I had a day from hell today, so I was all over the place.
You did. I'm only asking question as a journalist, so for people who don't know. So if anyone want to join, that's the best way. Look to the EMMA Facebook, and there's the information too. Or you can contact with Gert directly. Great initiative. I'm glad actually something going on in European mead makers, and it's such a great idea, great initiative.
Yeah, it was very hard to stand idly by, so we had to do something.
All right, okay. Sorry, because Chris, tell me, we got Alex also on the waiting, so we're gonna, after you can speak with Alex from Ukraine. But before we go to Alex, what's the? I know it's the meeting on Friday, but what's the agenda or ideas? What do you or Emma?
Not a fixed agenda, because it's kind of an impromptu thing. I'm going to explain first off what we are doing in the Low Countries, and then it will be kind of a brainstorming session. So if anybody has some talking points they absolutely want in the meeting, they always can send me the details via the Facebook Messenger or my email address, or however you see fit.
Yeah, if you can find them, you can also message to us, Kings of Mead, and we will direct you to Gert.
Perfect.
Me personal, I'm probably will be not able to attend that meeting. Sorry for that, but I will be happy to hear what was the.
Make sure you're going to record that, Gert, and you can post it.
Not sure that's a good idea, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to put up the minutes in the different meet groups, so that people who weren't able to attend can see what came out of the meeting and what the general idea will be.
All right. Thank you, Gert, for that information. We let you go, and I will jump to Alex, who is with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you sooner than later. Keep in touch.
Will do.
And we move into Alex Sedov.
And that was another our
Hey.
guest.
Hang on.
Hello, Alex.
Hello. There we go.
Nice to see you.
Yay.
So where you are, because we just spoke with Yuri, and he said to get alcohol, it's not easy at the moment in Lviv. So how you managed to get yours?
You know,
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
no, it's
Trade secrets.
no, it's I think we should. There's a difficult thing now because the government upstairs said that business should work because we get a lot of money from Europe, from the US. We get a lot of support, but local business must also work and generate money because war needs money. And in Lviv, the local administration, it's the only city in Ukraine, one of the safest, and the local administration forbid beer. So local businessmen like Pravda, and I really want to support them now, buy the beers, support the guys. They are selling beer because the official government war administration said that it's legal to sell beer, but the governor of the city, who is now under the war administration, said no. And it's stupid because in terms of mead makers, except for hydromels, our product is more the product that most of you guys do and that we judge and that we love. It's more stable. A good mead can age, but beer is a more young thing. So people are losing a lot of money. And honestly, I also don't support the total alcohol open stuff. Hard alcohol should be restricted because it's hard alcohol, hard liquor. But beer, hydromeals, maybe some light wine, ciders, it's okay because we need to support the breweries, we need to support the bars, we need to support the business. And eventually, honestly, I haven't seen much of the war. I fled during the first hours from Kharkiv, during the first bombings, but it's still very stressful, with this doom scrolling, reading the news all the time, and being in this setting. And honestly, a good beer in the evening just gets me to sleep. And I need to sleep because in the morning we have to do our volunteer work, help people, get calls, get Kevlar vests, food, anything we can. And you need to be effective for that. If I don't relax in the evening, I can sleep, and in the morning I can do my job. And I want to do my job. I want to help my country win this war faster. So
Yeah,
I'm kind of
absolutely, Alex. It's very important what you're doing, and I'm sure, obviously, our viewers are familiar with your story. But if somebody isn't, then maybe you want to share it again. That what you actually did. Where you started a little group and start moving people around. So do you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah. So if anyone missed Facebook and everything, first of all, just before, big thanks to the Mead community because honestly, you were one of the first to jump in and help, and we got a lot of support from you. Thank you. That was that will always forever be in my heart, and I'll never forget that. Just a sec. T-shirt, пожалуйста. I'm alone. It's 5 guys in one flat. We're all refugees, so it might get noisy. But yeah, I have a small son, so we had a backup plan with my wife that if the war starts, we're gonna evacuate towards Lviv, maybe towards Europe. We'll see how it goes. So we evacuated. The government now has a ban. Men of military age cannot leave the country. So of course, it's very hard to leave your family alone to go to Europe and live there. But we decided that we split because our son must be in safety. And I decided that I should stay and help people. And that's what we do now. We helped our... yes, it was Pravda, these guys. Yeah.
That was my next question for you, but I don't want to, stop your talking.
Yeah. So we decided. I decided. I mean, I had ways to leave the country, but I chose not to do that. I decided to stay, and at first we helped our wives and kids to get to the border. In the first day, so lots of refugees. I think it's 3 million people left Ukraine, so it was stuffed with people, and people were standing in hour-long lines at the border. It was very hard, and mostly women and children and elder people. So we found ways to get people to the borders that are not close to Lviv and that are less crowded, so they don't stand in line so much. And we've started a small charity. A lot of people, a lot of mead makers supported us, and that helped us to get on our feet, get some petrol, get our cars going. And at one point, we had like 6 cars driving 3 times a day, filled with families, and just driving them to a fast border where they can cross to Poland and get some safety and get some peace on the other side in Europe. So this is it. It merged now. We're now doing, we're supporting Kharkiv with food, with medicine. We're doing a military, I'm working mostly, just a sec, guys.
Yeah, no problem. So as you see, Alex.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back. So
okay, yeah, back.
Yeah, sorry, it's just getting the guys.
No, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, so,
we're glad you are with us. So whatever you have to do it, and then you can tell us what you need.
So we're now in the middle of. I'm mostly doing the military job because we're buying military gear, not weapons, med kits, Kevlar vests, boots, like everything a soldier needs in the field. We're buying it from Europe and shipping to our guys on the front line because our army is equipped, but not everyone, and a lot of new guys volunteer, and the army is not ready to supply them. They just don't have the capability to supply so many volunteers, and we have lot of volunteers. I mean, anyone who reads about Ukraine knows that it's a big national effort, and we're in the middle of this. We don't want to live in another country. We don't want to lose what we have, and we're all staying and fighting and helping and supporting. So lots of people needs lots of military gear, and this is one of my main jobs, my daily jobs right now, like 7 days a week, every day. So yeah, this is what's happening now. Since I'm still on the air, guys, before you ask the next question, huge thanks to Poland. I mean, I've heard from many of the people that I helped to get across to Poland, to Europe, that the Polish side was very friendly, very helpful, and did a lot for our people, because lots of them fled from the bombs, fled from the tanks, fled from like the real war zones. And I mean, people were shocked that when they crossed the Polish border, they were fed, they were given clothes, and they get a lot of support. So big thanks to you guys, to all you for donating to us, and big thanks to everyone who's here from Poland, because your nation is like our brothers now. Because we had a big history, a difficult history, but right now, I think that you totally stood up and you showed that we are united, and I'm eternally grateful for that. It's unimaginable how much Poland did to help Ukraine and is doing to help Ukraine now. So big thanks.
Thank you very much. I think that's something have to be done, and no questions when the situation coming to that stage. And I hope so. It's really new entry for history, for the future of these two nations, which is really very close to each other anyway. You said now you help more and support the army, but I know you begin to support the immigrants to actually cross the borders. That change happened because it's less people going outside Ukraine, or is any other reason?
Yeah. The biggest wave is it's past now. Most of the people left from the big cities. Now it's more Mariupol, Sumy, Izum, like near Kharkiv. It's the cities that get into war zones, that get blockaded, and that get evacuated. So mostly the people that are living now are people that are coming from this really bad, really hard fight zones. So the first wave was just people evacuating from Kiev, from Kharkiv, women, children, families, and everyone was like trying to get to safety. Now it's like people fleeing from the war. It's much less of them, but we still help people. I mean, if anyone reads my Facebook, I posted about this today. I always post about people that we help. I try to do this when I have time, but it's less people, yeah, and that's why we started to look for something, because a lot of people stay in Kharkiv, in Kiev, in other cities, and they need food, they need supplies. So we try to help them with food, medicines, and of course help the army to protect them, because without the army they'd be overrun by the Russians, and we'll have much worse situation in terms of all of this. So yeah, we're still helping refugees. We're still helping people. Now we have another volunteer group official. By the way, Pravda is doing a big effort in terms of volunteer groups, and now in the venue that we have our HQ in, we have another HQ of people who help Ukrainians in Europe, to help them find flats, find jobs, and everything. So it's a big effort. A lot of people are doing this, but we're trying to stick to our line of work, because we're helping people to get across. Other people help Ukrainians in Europe. We also try to help the military and try to help the people from the cities like Kharkiv and Kiev and everyone else who needs food, medicine, and who's in a very difficult state now. Yeah.
Alex, we know obviously that you're like a pub landlord. How is your business? Do you know if it's is it still there? There's a building intact, or is it also like been demolished? Have you got any news from your hometown?
I have the first impulse was to say like dead, but no, it's not like that. I have so my first business was craft beer, and we had two pubs, Black Door Pub and Red Door Pub, both in Kharkiv. Black Door Pub, we closed it during that's not close to us, but yeah, that's Kharkiv.
Yeah, that's Kharkiv.
Yeah,
that's what pictures what I get from Larissa today.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's really horrible. My house is still intact. My pub is still intact. My other business, Beer Freak, which is like online store, and a new location that we kind of finish on the 23rd. Like, this is my bad Jewish luck. On the 23rd we finished the big and expensive beer line, like with a proper cold room made by the best guys in Ukraine, and they like left on an evening train, and in the morning we got the bombs. So yeah, the Red Door Pub, the only pub that I still have in Kharkiv, it's still standing. I hope it will survive, and we plan to open it as soon as we can. And I'm a big fan of UK beers, of the UK pub scene, because they invented the word pub, and as you say, landlord, yeah, that's also one of the terms. But during the Second World War, a working pub was a thing that showed that the country is still going. It's still, if the pub is open, we're okay. We can't open our pub right now because it's not safe walking around in Kharkiv and driving downtown to get a beer. It's like not a good time. But as soon as we get Russia moving away from Kharkiv, as soon as we get back to our borders, we're definitely going to open, and we're going to show that we're strong, and we're going to support our local brewers, because few of the brewers are now under occupation. Vitali's meadery cidery is destroyed, which is absolutely horrible. Vitali actually called me the day before when I was supposed to fly to Poland. He said, I'm going to still fly. Yeah, this is him. And he was one of the first guys to call me in the morning on the 24th when I was driving with my family towards Lviv. And he said, it's good that you didn't go, because I'm going mad now. I don't know how to get back. I don't know how we'll survive this. And I wished him good luck, but yeah, it's my Jewish luck. Maybe it didn't work. Maybe, I don't know why. I mean, he had a beautiful meadery cidery. I really wanted to go there this summer, and we wanted to do some collaborations. And I honestly loved his product, and I was selling it. I was promoting it. I had it in my beer lectures, and lots of people said that it's like world-class stuff, and it's great. It's amazing. We had it in our new pub that we didn't manage to launch. We had a few pre-parties, and we had Berryland there. I was hoping to get the, if someone looked at my Facebook, we actually ordered this cask beer pumps like from England, and I wanted to have like proper cider, non-carbonized natural cider, and lambics and real ales. So I wanted to promote this kind of culture, the real thing, like old school. And I was really hoping to get Vitali ciders on my taps in my new pub, but yeah, it happened. So big hope and support to him. That's horrible. My ventures are still on, but I still have to. I'll still have to make steps to relaunch Beer Freak as an online store. We're getting orders now. People in the West, lots of them relocated to the Western Ukraine, and they start ordering beer online. So it means that mostly the IT guys, they have the jobs back. They still have the jobs. They have money, and they give a lot of money to the army. But I mean, honestly, beer is a relaxing thing. Mead, beer, cider, light alcohol, it's not as, I don't see it as something bad. And a lot of people are under stress. So if people want to help the stress with a good beer or a good cider or a good meat, I'm all in. I think it's a good way. It's way better than staying depressed, not sleeping, and being crushed, because everyone here is really stressed. Really stressed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everybody's got their own like ideas and ways to deal with stress. But I totally agree with you. A nice glass before bed is good. And I really hope that me and Matthew will knock on the red door or black door one day, and then we're gonna sit down and have a few beers, some meat, some cider, just support your local breweries. So yeah, I really do hope it's gonna happen one day.
Let's hope it's only temporary delay to visit you, to reopen pub, and to have a cider on the pump. You're very positive person with all that circumstances what happened. You do a great job, and it's amazing how great job you do it and how positive you stay with that. I'm happy to see that.
Yeah, it's the only way. I mean, I don't want to get really political in here, but I think that I don't think I know that most of the Mead people were kind of on the same page with me. I didn't hear from anyone saying that, you guys should lay down and let Russia do its job. Everyone said that this is like not even wrong. It's beyond wrong. It's something that shouldn't have
Yes.
happened. And it's we have a phrase. It actually comes from a Russian movie, but it's very popular here. But it said that the one who is right, he has the power. And I don't see us wrong in anything in this situation. We are a nation that wants to be free. Like, we didn't earn our freedom in the 90s when Soviet Union collapsed. We're earning it now, and Russia is an aggressive state. And at some point, it attacked Georgia. It attacked, I mean, with all of the neighbors, it had quarrels. So, it's like, I don't see a reason to be depressed. It's not like we're killing kids and bombing the cities. We're fighting back and we're pushing back, and the whole globe, the whole planet is behind us. People are helping with the nations are helping with money, with supporting our women and children, helping them with weapons, with everything. So I see that it's, in terms of history, we're all like very small here. Like, we're just seconds, like in terms of like what happens to the globe. But in this second, I have my choice of being positive, of believing that we're gonna win, that we're gonna. I won't say that we're gonna kill all Russians. I still don't support like this total violence against the nation, and I still know that I also get a lot of support from Russian brewers, which is surprising. And a lot of people wrote me in the first hours and days of the war and said that this is so wrong, but we can do anything. That, of course, it's their like choice not to do anything, but still they're supporting Ukraine. They're saying that this is very wrong. But from where I stand, I totally believe in our victory. We will push them back. We will break this big aggressive bear who's been pestering everyone. And I for a while I've been saying that I will see Russian Federation collapse as a country, and people are saying that I'm mad. Now most of the Ukrainian nation and a lot of the people across the globe, they believe that this is the only good move. We're gonna have like the Roman Empire. It was big and indestructible, but now you have Italy, you have Spain, you have Croatia, you have Austria, like you have France, you have England, and no one is saying that Roman Empire was such a good thing. Yeah, you have the roads, you have like a lot of advanced things from them, but eventually empires collapse, and Russia now is like a remnant of a Soviet empire. So if it will collapse, I totally believe that the new nations that might form after that will be much happier, less aggressive, and they'll live better because they have the resources, they have the land, they have everything. They have no need to go and like conquer the neighbors or have war with them just so that they don't go into some other ideologies. This is, historically, I love history. I'm a big fan of history and historical stuff. So I absolutely believe that we're on the right page and we're like demolishing this big aggressive empire. And I'm happy to see the progress, that how it goes. They're already stepping back. They're already saying that it's not about capturing Ukraine. We had some other ideas, but they're showing signs of weakness. They're still big, they're still strong, but I absolutely believe that we're gonna rebuild, we're gonna win, Russia is gonna become some new nation, some other country, and we really want to, Ukrainians, we like Yuri, who's one of the top brewers on Untapped, Vitali, who's super respected as a cider maker across the globe with his meats and his ciders getting medals. We're like, totally normal people. We want just to do our thing and do it good and earn our money and build something. We're not conquerors, we're builders. But that's why we're way more scarier than the conquerors, because conquerors need some idea to conquer. We just protect our homes, and we're way more aggressive, way more righteous, and way more like positive about that we're gonna win. This is why.
Alex, you just literally took it off my mouth, because I was about to say that what you're doing, what Ukrainians are doing, you're defending your home, and you shouldn't really be like explaining why, because this is the only right thing to do. And we totally support you.
You do an amazing job. A question is not are you gonna win? It's when.
Yeah.
And every bear escaped from the beehives.
Yeah. That's another good thing, this bear beehive thing, that we're small stingers, but the bears thought he's too big. Yeah, that's one other thing. And another thing that I'm not sure I posted maybe it's somewhere. I have like 2 tons of porter in Kharkiv right now, which are mine, like a contract brew I made for St. Patrick's Day. That's why I'm green now, because I missed my favorite holiday. The porter is still okay, but we totally need to win in another month, because 2-3 months is gonna hold. It's an American porter, highly hopped, but it's not high alcohol, so it needs to be drunk. And we also have a batch of meat, a contract batch of meat that I and my partners actually made. It's a ton of meat with different additives like melomel and like with berries and fruits. We haven't finished the process. So in Kharkiv, I have 2 tons of porter, 1 ton of meat standing. So I hope that when this is all over, you're just not gonna be able to come over and celebrate to Ukraine, to see like my pups, to see like the rest of Ukraine. But I think we'll have a meat that I hope that I will have a meat that survived the bombings of Kharkiv. And how they make, how they play music to beer while it ferments, or to cheeses, or to wines. I actually have a meat that had bombs flying across it and bombings next to it. And I really hope there's going to be a victory meat. And the taste of it will be the taste of a new freed Ukraine, new Europe, free from this horrible post-communism thing that's happening now. And just a good thing, because meat is beautiful. I mean, it's a product of nature, and nature is about living, not about dying. Of course, yeah, death is a part of nature, but natural death, not a violent one like it's happening now. So I'm aiming to that Ukraine. I'm like my vision is that Ukraine will win, and another vision is that I hope that this brewery where our mead is standing won't get a bomb. With nothing will happen to it, to this brewery. And honestly, guys, I'll come to Poland. I don't know, to all the people who support us. We'll need to stage some event in Europe, and I'll bring this mead over, and this will be a proper, true victory mead.
I hope so.
Yeah.
We're gonna all drink that meat. If you come back to business, we also happy to help, support, sell that meat, sell that porter, if of course gonna be possible. About talking about support, what's the best way to support Ukraine at the moment, in your opinion? How people in Western Europe can do it? That
First, don't go to Red Cross. It was a very strange thing. Now they're big, but they're kind of international, and they're kind of doing stuff in Russia, which is strange because Russia bombs Red Cross locations in Ukraine, and Red Cross operates in Russia, which is like very bizarre. It's like this whole international things with big businesses like Nestle, like still staying in Russia and doing business and paying taxes, so financing the war, which is bizarre. But I think we're getting past countries, we're getting into corporations, which is very. I think for the Polish guys, you probably know The Witcher and Cyberpunk and everything. We're getting into Cyberpunk now. Yeah, that's. I actually read Sapkowski even before, in 2001, I think, even before the games and the hype and everything, and a beautiful book. Big respect to him. So yeah, we're getting into this corporation stage, a very different stage. But so Red Cross is not working. Big charities in Ukraine are very active now. It's like Poverny Živim. I'm not sure how they're spelled in English, the proper name of this organization, but it's the biggest charity that has the biggest support. There are a lot of small volunteer groups and like medium volunteer groups, like the one we're forming now. There are already few kind of platforms for volunteers where you can choose the people you want to support, because I know that some people want to support, don't want to support army charities. I'm totally okay with that. A lot of people are against violence in any form, so they just want to give money for food and medicine and refugees, and they don't want to support the troops. I'm okay with that. That's, it's not a problem. We're getting enough supporters for the war cause, and I think in terms of small stuff, my Facebook is a good thing because I'm posting our support. I've posted some at the beginning. I've posted some of other organizations. I'm gonna post the platforms now in a few days because one of them just got online. A few more are getting online, and I'm gonna post these platforms just also to support them. But and overall, it's just, can I Google it for a second? Because
yeah, of course, yeah,
I'm
do it.
gonna say the name because it's like it's the overall biggest Ukraine charity. Yeah, that's Save Life in UA. Yeah.
If you put on a chat, I can put. Could you put
Yeah,
on a chat?
Yeah,
here,
it's like a copy link and paste it.
I don't have access to chat. Where can I share this?
You
I can try
should
the screen,
access
right?
on the right side of your screen.
Just a sec. Here how it looks. Save Life in UA. You see this? No. Yes. Maybe. No. I'm doing not something right. I'm not doing something right. Yeah.
Save
okay. I'll just save it. Send it to your Facebook messages. Here it is. It's the biggest charity. It's a good place. Thank you. A good place to start. And it's the biggest, like the most effective charity that we have. But we have a lot of smaller ones because it's also all about it's about communities, about friendship, about support. So a lot of volunteers, again, a lot of support just from the internet, from the people that know them, because right now it's a lot about, you know, I don't know, networking is the right term for this, but it's mostly about knowing people, knowing they're honest and they're doing stuff. And this is also working very good. So I'm going to post the platforms on my Facebook right now. Save Life is the safest, biggest choice. So feel free to support any of them. We're getting into the phase now where funds is basically what we need, because we have supplies to food, to medicine, everything. But the issue now is to buy it in Europe, ship it over. Logistics is also one of the things that we do here in Lviv. We help people to get stuff across the country, to Kharkiv, to any other places, if we can find the drivers. We're like sourcing vans and buying cars and everything. So yeah, it's right now it's mostly funding. So just go in there, support and everything. I think this is the easiest way, just to go in, click and support us, because we're getting a lot of support. And you know, some people are saying that the war is getting too it's too much of the war, but you know, honestly, the Russians managed to be even more horrible and horrible in every term. And I always, you know, when I read about wars somewhere else in the world, like Syria or Africa or somewhere, it seems so far away from me. And I know that for a lot of people, Ukraine also is not some country that you live close to, except for Poles and Slovaks and, you know, Eastern Europe. But honestly, what is happening now is incredible, because it's Europe, and what the Russians do, like the bombs that they drop and the horrors that they do on the ground, it's indescribable. It's horrible. So
Yeah,
if
it
you
is.
if
It
you,
is.
if you want to support us, yeah, go to these things and donate and help us, because we need a lot of help to stop this faster. No negotiations will help, because the Russians only negotiate for their goals. This is, you know, the bizarre thing, that when they go to negotiations, the bombs actually
Yes. You know, they're not looking peace,
there
but they have to
are more
escape.
bombs
They have to
during these
escape
days.
from
Horrible.
the
Very
Ukraine.
horrible. Guys, you still with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. We really appreciate. We happy that you saved. We happy your family is safe. You do it great job. We or your nation do it great job. And we all support you, and we thank you, because I believe you know the Europe freedom is actually depend of the Ukraine war.
So yeah, keep up
Yeah.
the great work you're doing.
Thank you, guys, and let's aim for victory and Victory Mead. The meat's on me. Thank you.
I'll hold you on that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Stay
yeah,
safe, my friend.
you know,
Stay.
it's just celebrate, not about money. So meat's on me.
See you soon. See you sooner than later. With
Yeah.
thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers.
All right, guys. We nearly finished. Well,
it was a hard one, tough one, but it had to be done.
but as you see, guys do it well with all that bad situation, bad circumstances. They stay strong.
Yeah, especially Alex. You know, so he's so positive, so optimistic. So it's really heartwarming to see that.
Yeah. They show you a few ways to support. You can see one link now, Save Life in .ua. If you would like support, send some money. You can send some money on Yuri's PayPal, and he will send that money to Ukraine army and support the armed force. And also, I remind you, we raise money for Vitali. We have charity auction on eBay. If you put Rubber Sparkling Mead or you click link below our video, you go to that auction, and all money from that auction go to Vitali. At the moment, you guys amazing. It's still £205 for one bottle of Berryland rubber mead. Great, thank you for that. I really didn't expect that, and I'm sure that money will rise, because that auction is open for another 5 days and 21 hours. So I will remind you on the Facebook that if you would like, put some bets and increase that money, that will be great. Anything else, Chris? What you would like to add?
I think we kind of, well, I mean, we didn't exhaust the you know, the subject, because it's massive. But for me personally, the main goal was here to show you people who are actually, living in Ukraine, because we all see, reports in the television. It's and you may be thinking that it's happened there, but it's not happened here. But these are the real people, our friends, people who we know, who we spoke to, and it happened to them. And so, I mean, I'm getting really, like, sort of, emotional about it. So I don't really want to go, too far.
It's right thing to do it. They do an amazing job. We try support them. I know you all guys try support them to keep do it, and hopefully next year and about this time we can meet together, maybe on the next European Mead Makers Conference, and we will drink Yuri, Alex, Vitali's meads, and we all gonna have fun, and we're gonna ask how Ukraine recover in such a criminal invasion from Russia. Thank you, guys. Stay safe, and see you in a few weeks, days. See you when we next time on. Bye.
Bye.